Quite a life crisis, huh? You too. With the age of YouTube, the plethora amount of knowledge we have, we get stuck sometimes just gathering facts. Yeah, no problem. Stick around. By the end of this video, we should have a blueprint that you can follow to get through it. So the way we do things in this channel, we use stories to bring out life lessons and even better still, think out loud. So the story we're going about today will be one of a friend, Leo. Leo and how he's attempting to navigate his quarter life crisis because, yeah, to be fair, we all go through that. So let's get this started. Running from the past, trapped in the present, Leo wasn't new to success. He tasted it before. He tested it once. A few years ago, he threw himself into his creative work with everything he had. Fueled by passion and sheer determination, he launched his first podcast and released a few tracks that got some traction. He was a musician. For a moment, it all clicked. He was riding the wave of inspiration, staying up late, creating, sharing without fear. His work resonated and people noticed. But success didn't last as quickly as it had come. The momentum faded. The thrill and excitement that once drove him forward began slipping away, leaving him to chase after something that he felt was just out of reach. The views plateaued, the engagement dwindled, and the inspiration began to dry up. Fear, fear, fear. Fear crept in. Leo wasn't just afraid of falling. He was terrified of losing everything he had. Well, everything he had worked for so hard to build. So instead of crashing completely, he pivoted. I guess you would figure this one out. He moved from creating out of joy to maintaining out of fear. Every decision became about not losing. What little remained. His podcast still existed. He kept up appearances, doing the minimum to avoid falling apart. But inside, he was frozen. A prison of knowledge and fear now. Sitting at his desk, Leo knew exactly what he would need to do to start again. Record a new song. Launch the project he had been stretching for months. Or share a new idea. Yeah. He knew the steps, the tools, and the strategies, but something held him back. The weight of past success and the fear of messing up. What if this time it doesn't work out? He thought. What if I've already had my shot? The hours slipped by as Leo watched tutorials after tutorial, convincing himself he wasn't ready. It was easier to stay stuck in preparation, learning, tweaking, weigh in, than to make the risk of starting and falling again. Each tab he opened felt like both a lifeline and a chain, keeping him safe from action but shackled to inaction. A reminder one evening, his phone buzzed. It was Sarah, an old friend, who had always admired his work. Hey, I just launched a new channel. It's not perfect, but it's out there. Remember when you told me to just go for it? Her message hit like a punch in the gut. He had once been the person. The one who inspired others to take the leap. Now he was paralyzed by fear, running from a past version of himself that he could no longer connect with. That night, Leo lay awake, turning Sarah's word over in his mind. What had changed? Why couldn't he be that person again? The one who acted boldly without overthinking, breaking the chains. The next morning, the sun filtered through his window and Leo sat at his desk, staring at the same equipment that had once brought him so much joy. No tutorial this time. No endless research. Just his microphone, his story, and a deep breath. His hand trembled as he hit record. The words didn't flow as smoothly as they once did. The music felt rusty, but he kept going. Every note and every word was a small rebellion against fear. For the first time in a long time, Leo wasn't creating to hold on to something. he was creating to move forward. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. The bold, fearless, enticing, charming creator sparked inside him once more. So that was a handful, wasn't it? So now let's see what we get from it, or what you got from it. So the lessons I think I found from it was like finding freedom in imperfection sometimes is the hardest part of moving forward. It is the hardest part, like letting go of the past, and like letting go of the past successes, and even the fleeting moments of the success that happened could trap you in fear. The fear of failing, the fear of not measuring up to what you once were, the fear of not being something new or better. But the truth is, the only way out of the paralysis is through action. There's no way. There's no other way. Just through action. Knowledge alone won't set you free, and clinging to the past wins only keeps you trapped. It's the doing, messy, imperfections, and uncertain, that breaks the cycle. So if you ever find yourself stuck between the weight of past success and the fear of unknown, and the fear of the unknown, remember, you can watch as much YouTube as you want. You can scroll on TikTok as much as you want. You can Instagram all the day and do anything, but it doesn't help you. You do not move. But when you take actions make you move. That's what we need.